So a person made a video, somebody linked this to me. Why Asmongold will never return. Why Asmongold quit WoW and will never return. I don't know how I didn't see this when it came out. Yeah, I have no idea, but apparently it's happening. Okay, anyway, let's go back. We're going to look at this because I don't know really what this is or what's going on, but we're going to find out. Here we go. Let's take a look at it.
Isn't just a game. It's where we grew up. A second home. World of Warcraft isn't just a game. It's where we grew up. A second home. It's where a lot of us made our first online friends. Yeah, and for years and years on end, the face of this world has been Asmongold. I remember watching him in Legion when I was 14 years old, trying to get the Mage Tower done. Or the countless amounts of transport competitions where he probably gave some middle-aged dad new insecurities about his in-game wardrobe and fashion sense.
Hopefully.
Or when he played Classic in 2019
I remember
fell
this.
asleep after he got thrown into the queue for the 50th
that
time
was
in a row.
So
he
annoying.
also was the guy brave enough to clown on Blizzard. But in late 2022, all the way into 2024, something changed. The streams got fewer and the enthusiasm faded.
It's not like I don't feel like... Man. That's kind of sad. I don't feel like WoW betrayed me. I don't feel like anything. I just don't want to do another raid tier again. Like, it's not fun for me to do. And I just don't want to do it.
But ever since he left...
Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Left the scene, it has been awfully quiet since. There are definitely some newcomers rising to the top right now, doing amazing content, but there hasn't been anyone who was able to fill that void of content that he was creating. And
well, the difference is that, like, whenever I was streaming WoW, like, I was streaming it to like 20 to 30 to like 50,000 viewers, right? There were a lot of people that would watch the WoW content. And no other WoW content creator even came close to that. And to this day is not coming close to that. And the reason why is that, like, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why that is the case. But I think that one reason is that, number one, it's hard to do. I put a lot of work into it. And most people that are popular playing World of Warcraft are popular because they're very good at it. I ended up, like, I was okay at the game. Like, I would say I was above average, sure. But, like, I was never, like, this super amazing good player. And the reason why is because I never thought it would matter. Like, I saw people that were the best players in the world getting 100 viewers. Well, if that's a good way to get viewers, apparently it's not.
Whether you like him or not, anyone who has at least one half of a brain cell can admit that the content he created was awesome and fun to watch.
Here's the difference.
I tried to.
I'm talking about streaming on Twitch.
I tried to.
And I'm a world first raider in that, and you're in LFR. That's why I've streamed WoW better than anybody had. That's why I get way more viewers than anybody else. It's because the other people that stream the game are fucking boring. That's why even when
I'm right. I'm right. They're boring. They're boring. They don't do things that are interesting.
whenever they go to play other games, everybody leaves because nobody wants to watch them.
If everything was going so well for him, why did Asmongold quit WoW? And why is he saying that he may never come back? In this video, we're diving into why he walked away, what pushed him out, why he thinks WoW is broken,
You're looking at it. What the fuck is going on here? There's a certain point where, like, there's so much in the game. There are so many things happening in the game. It's overwhelming. I don't want to deal with this. It's just a mess.
On July 1st of 2023, he said this after spending some time doing basically nothing in the game.
Of course.
With WoW, like, I've kind of just been taking a break, honestly. And it's not like I hate WoW. Like, I don't want anybody thinking I hate WoW. Like, I don't hate WoW. It's just that I just haven't really felt like playing the game. Like, it's just not... It's like not really a reason to do it.
He's not angry. He's not rage quitting. He just looks like he's done. For someone who's spent thousands of hours in Azeroth...
37,000 hours in the game. Somewhere around there. 37,000 hours. I played the fuck out of WoW. I played WoW more than I probably played WoW more than every other game put together.
You level up, grind your item level to the top, a new patch comes out, and you do it all over again. Asmongold explained that the new content doesn't excite him anymore, because he feels like he's done it before. The nostalgia has worn off, and when the excitement for a game you played for so many years fades, nothing's left to keep you here. But this isn't his only issue with the game.
I think there's another component to this too, which is the complexity of the game is now overwhelming for me. And because I'm doing other things, that, like, whenever I was playing WoW all the time, like, you know, in Mists of Pandaria, or, like, I mean, really from, like, vanilla WoW into, like, Shadowlands, I was playing the game full time more than 40 hours a week, right? Like I was in that shit. And so it's so time consuming. And when I move away and I'm not playing it all the time, I'm doing other stuff, that amount of investment that I can put into the game is now minimized. I'm not able to do that as much as I used to.
Outspoken about Blizzard's design choices for years. From endless grind systems to time-gated rewards to expansions that feel like reskins with even more bloat, and to new store mounts being added to the game every few months.
Blizzard was waiting on me to like get banned or like stop streaming or something
so
they could release that $90 mount. Like they're sitting there waiting. They're like, all right, he's gone. Get it. Put it out now. Look at Because you've seen me also. Like there's been a growing level of fatigue that I've had from all online games. Like, I stopped playing Lost Ark. I stopped playing New World. I stopped playing Marvel Rivals. I stopped playing, like, any of these, like, ongoing live service games. The only one that I play intermittently right now is Wuthering Waves. Like, I haven't really played PoE that much recently. Like, the last time I played PoE was during the new league. During the PoE 2 release. Other than that, I haven't really played the game at all. And the reason why is that, I just haven't really felt the motivation to. And I feel like playing those games, you're always kind of just rearranging furniture on the Titanic. You're always you're going to learn, and then you're going to stop playing, and then all of that knowledge is into the void. It's exhausting, yeah. Blizzard is now selling a $90 Warcraft mount. How did this happen?
His main gripe with the game for a very long time was that it felt like a chore. He stated that Blizzard makes you do a bunch of shit you don't want to do just to do the thing you do want to do. They make you do 30 hours of boring shit to do the 5 hours of fun. And
I think that they have improved this overall in the game. Like this is better, at least from my understanding. I haven't really played a whole lot. It feels like this has been something they've improved on since Dragonflight. Because, like, if you compare how bad it was in, like, really, like, Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands, those were the sweatshop expansions, right? That was when you had to spend all of your time playing the game, and if you weren't constantly farming, you were getting behind. Nowadays, that's not really the case as much anymore, because you have more caps, and, like, they're easier to achieve, like, goals. But I think also those goals just keep receding over and over, and constantly trying to, like, you get to level 15 in Mythic Plus, and then a new patch comes out, and you have to get to level 15 in Mythic Plus again. How long can you do that? God damn.
That for many players is exhausting and simply not a fun
That's
concept.
A lot.
And even though Blizzard got better with removing the forced gameplay, it still has its moments. I, for example, simply don't enjoy raiding, but I love Mythic Plus. I don't like the fact that one person can mess up and ruin the whole run for 29 other players. But I have to do it if I want to get my tier set in the first weeks of a patch, where the game is objectively the most fun to play. If you want to solely play Mythic Plus, you shouldn't be forced to raid, just to get your tier items in a reasonable amount of time. What about classic?
I don't even really have a problem with that all that much. I don't even think that's really the issue. I think for me, I don't really enjoy raiding. I don't enjoy Mythic Plus, and I don't enjoy PvP. So none of the mechanics and none of the functions that the game like has as end-game activities are appealing to me. I don't like any of them.
Wow, though. That was Asmongold's home turf, right? Although true,
classic.
Even there, he's uninterested. When Burning Crusade came out back in 2021, he played a bit, but quit quickly after. And fans begged him to return, and all he did was respond with this.
Let me tell you guys why I'm not playing TBC Classic. It's because I did. I did back in 2008. And it was fucking glorious. It was amazing. It was glorious. It was the best thing that I ever had. And I think back and it's like, oh,
well, the reason why also, here's another reason, is that I don't want to do a raid where I tell people to go left and then they go right. I just don't want to do it. Like, whenever I see, like, whenever I realize that I just wasted 15 minutes because somebody didn't do the thing the right way, like, that can only happen to me a handful of times before I just think to myself, ah, geez, dude, look at the time. I gotta go. And so that's really what happened for me every single time with every game. Like with Classic WoW, that's what, with TBC, that's what happened. With Wrath, that's what happened. With Final Fantasy, to a lesser degree, that's what happened. Not really as much, though. In general, like, when I just felt like my time was being wasted constantly by playing with other people, I just stopped doing it. And then also, like, if I wanted to play at a level to where I didn't have those bad people in the game, that would mean that I would have to commit my time to raiding. And I don't want to commit my time to raiding anymore because I would just rather... I value my time more than I value my gear. It's pretty simple.
Want to play TBC again. It's like there's a part of me that wants to raid again, but like, you know why I don't really care as much? It's because like I feel like there's not like a permanence to it. It's like just this, it's like the reason why I never played on private servers in a way. Because like you play on a server and then the patch comes out and it's gone. It's gone. It's gone so fast. Like you've got to remember, like TBC came out less than a year ago, and we're gonna get Sunwell. Like it's an entire year, and we've already got Sunwell out. We're gonna have Wrath of the Lich King soon, and then that's gonna happen too.
And that's it. If Blizzard re-releases the same game over and over and over again with no real innovation or change, it gets old very fast, even for the biggest fans. I personally loved the first iteration of Classic back in 2019.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And played up until Wrath of the Lich King. And that's because I never experienced vanilla and didn't understand what's going on when I played TBC back then, because I was 7 years old and basically dumb as fuck. So it was very fresh and a new experience for me. But watching them re-release the same game again with the anniversary servers just doesn't spark any interest whatsoever. Why would I do all of that again? At this point, I feel like they are trying to milk as much out of the classic players as possible until they wake up and realize that they are in an endless loop of re-releases. And the more iterations of classic we get, the more I agree with J. Allen Brack.
You think you do, but you don't.
But back to Asmongold.
I disagree. I loved being able to do that. I loved playing a classic WoW. I thought it was amazing. But the thing is that just because you liked it once doesn't mean that you like it every single time and you want to do it forever. That's a pretty big difference, you know? What would happen, would have to happen for you to go back? I don't know. I think my life would have to change. Yeah, that's really what it is. More than anything, that's really what's going on.
WoW was never a casual hobby for him. It was a part of his identity and his career. And seeing a player like him lose interest and get overwhelmed by the game is surprising, but understandable.
I mean, I want him to come up with a new season of Mastery. I want him to come up with a new season of Mastery. I feel like there's just too many... and the game's too hard. It's just too hard now. There's too much going on. Like, I know this might sound like a bad player take, but like, in a way... I have become a worse player because I don't play the game all the time. Like, I don't want to have to be constantly locked in and having like 6 different add-ons and knowing every single spell that's happening in Mythic Plus. Like, the amount of investment that I have to put into the game just isn't worth it. It's hard in an exhausting kind of way. Yeah, do you remember how many times I would say, like, guys, we're going to do Mythic Plus today? And then I would do one Mythic Plus dungeon, and I would just be so tired, I would just quit playing, and I would just run around Stormwind and start talking. It's because the game, to me, was just mentally exhausting to play.
So many of these mounts, like, what the fuck, these things. Like, if I went and I farmed all these out, it probably wouldn't be that hard to do. It's just that it's bloated. Yeah, it's just very bloated.
Yeah, there's all this stuff.
Like, you go and you do, like, a raid, and there's, like, so many things you have to know. They're so hard, they're not fun. I mean, there it is. It's just, it's... too complicated, man. Like, the game is, and I don't know if this is a boomer take or not, but I think the game is way too complicated, way too fast, way too over-designed, and it's just not super enjoyable to play. It's just too much, bro. Like, this shit's just too fucking much. Like, you go watch a Mythic Plus stream, what the fuck is going on? It's sensory overload. Oh my god.
What is he doing now instead? I lost track of him once he stopped putting out WoW content, so I had to do some research. Besides being involved in some random hate threads and drama on X every now and then, he primarily focuses on reacting to videos. Mainly political stuff, which I'm not that into, but it works for him. And he looks like he's having way more fun than just running Mogushan Palace over and over again for a purple sword. But will he ever come back again? Maybe. He's left the door open.
I will probably come back and play WoW again at some point, but I will probably never play WoW again the same way that I used to. Because that was a period of time in my life, and I am not 18 again. Like, if I could go back in time and tell myself at 21 years old that, you know, like, oh, this is what happened, this is what's going to happen, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't go back and tell myself, don't play WoW, it's going to ruin your life. I wouldn't say that ever. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I want to do it again.
And said he would return if an expansion actually excited him, but the way he describes his needs and wants from the game and the actual way the game is going, I'm doubting he will ever come back.
Let's be honest.
This isn't really why I stopped playing retail WoW, but I'll say that it's one of the reasons, like in general, it's one of the problems that I've had with the game is that, like, I want a game that is a masculine, aggressive game. It doesn't cover any of the
this part? Yeah, this is never coming back. Yeah, no, yeah, this is done. I don't like the identity of WoW anymore. I don't like the culture of WoW anymore. And it's weird and cringe. What if you weren't a big streamer? Would you say you regretted it? No, because I had fun doing it. Why would I regret something that I enjoyed? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Of course not. I want a game with big, sweaty men killing each other and dying for honor, tradition, glory, and their oath to their country and to their faction and to their allegiance to their king.
But he did recently state that he may come back for Classic Plus if done right.
Yep. I don't really play the game anymore because I don't really feel like there's anything for me to do in the game that's fulfilling. Now, I might change my mind in the future and feel differently about it, but right now, I don't really see any form of motivation for me to play WoW. I just don't want to do it. Would you play Classic Plus? Probably, yeah. I'm just trying to do what I feel like doing, and that's it.
So yeah, he will probably never come back. So while it might be sad to see him step away from being the face of WoW,
well, it's also that, I mean, and I want you guys to see, like, you look at how popular RuneScape is and how all the streamers immediately left WoW. The feeling that I have, a lot of other WoW streamers have the exact feeling that I have, but they can't capitalize on it because their audiences won't watch them make other content. A lot of people that are, this is the issue, is that people that are popular because they're good at one video game, whenever they move to play another video game, well, why would somebody watch them play that video game? They're not good at that game. And if people are watching you because you're good at a game and you stop playing the game that you're good at, why would anybody watch you? So a lot of these people, and this is what's happened with many people, right? Peekaboo did it? No, and I think that's what's happened with some of them. But again, a lot of the other ones try and fail. And that's it.
Maybe it was time. As someone once said,
"No king rules forever, my son."
But what do you think? Is there ever a world where we might see Asmongold bring back a transfer competition, or is he gone for good? I'm excited on your guys' opinion. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know by liking this video and subscribe to my channel for more WoW related content, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Would I go back and play WoW again? I mean, like, there was a lot of really good times, but I mean, I'm just not really, I'm not really feeling it, man. I'm just not. And you'll be back? Yeah. And I don't like making commitments. If the conclusion of the video isn't he realized after streaming Giant try to make more money doing React content, it's a waste of 9 minutes. Well, it's more than that. It's that I realized I could do more content besides just playing one video game and being locked into that one video game. It's not an MMO anymore. It's a seasonal ARPG. Yeah, definitely. Nobody cares anymore. That's it. This is either the 4th or 5th time that he quit WoW. That is not true. That is not true at all. I've taken breaks from the game that have been like maybe a few weeks, but actually quitting the game and not playing at all, like, I have never stopped playing the game for this long of a period of time, and I haven't even stopped playing the game for 10% of this long of a period of time. I figured out that beginning interaction content takes less effort, gives more gains. That's all he does. People grow out of that shit. I've always found it to be weird that some commenters think that it takes more skill and it's more difficult to play a video game than it is to watch a YouTube video. I don't know, like, this has always been like this weird Twitch delusion that people have. Like, playing a video game is somehow harder work than just simply looking at a video. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. They're both really fucking easy, okay? And if you want my honest opinion, I think playing a video game and streaming is easier than watching videos and streaming. And I'll tell you why. It's because when I'm watching videos and streaming, I have to actively be thinking about what I'm doing. Now, I think that a lot of people compare it to the way that they watch YouTube videos. But if you're reacting to a video and you're trying to actually make it entertaining and compelling to people, you have to actually be locked in and paying attention to what you're doing. And so yeah, games both are leisure activities. Yeah, and also both of these are just they're both just for fun, right? I mean, that's it. His mom no longer plays. Easy hot take that no one stated. The crazy thing is that I think he's kind of right. I do think having my mom like not play WoW anymore and like her like passing away, like that was like a connection I had to the game. And you know, I would see her on and you know, we'd play together, and that's not the case anymore. Yeah. That's really it. Yeah, no, he's right. I had so many good memories and so much nostalgia for that. Yeah, I mean, straight up. Like, I mean, I'll tell you that's what it is.